Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Chicago Bulls. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Knicks, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Bulls, sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Mourning is out there with Malone. Then there's West. Then it's Goodrich, and it's English in at the small forward. And for the Knicks, they've got Curry. Jaren Jackson is out there with Peja Stojakovic. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 2. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Curry from deep three-point land. It's all in by the Bulls, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Now English, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Wembanyama knocks it away. And here we go. Here's Van Arsdale. The shot's good. Van Arsdale's got the first points of the night for the Knicks.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Count it.
And Malone's teammates oftentimes the beneficiary of his great passes.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for New York. Outside Jackson. There's the pick. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
West against Curry. Warning a screen on Curry. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Goodrich kicks to English. Warning a screen on Stojakovic. 6 to shoot. It's Goodrich on the wing. He had 27 points last game. He gets it in there.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Curry against West. Fires the 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Here's Curry. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Wembanyama, a screen. Inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 3. Down low, here's English. And English with the stuff.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Outside Jackson. Back to Curry. From the arc. The rebound by Malone. Bulls have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Now here's Goodrich. Not a lot of room. And there's the drive. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
And just one step ahead of the D there. Goodrich so crafty at getting his teammates involved.
To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Wembanyama has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
For three, West. Van Arsdale pulls it in. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Curry. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Van Arsdale. Carries it from three-point range. Van Arsdale's got 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
English outside. Curry against West. Shoots over Curry. West misses.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Stojakovic, the pass to Jackson. Here's Van Arsdale. Wembanyama, a screen on Goodrich. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
West against Curry. Here's Goodrich. And again, Chicago. No good. The Knicks leading by 6. To Van Arsdale. On the wing. And the rejection by English.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. The Knicks making a switch here. Mutombo's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Hamilton's checked in. Warning up top. Outside, English. English with the screen on Curry. And here's West for 3. And again, Chicago. No good. Stojakovic, the pass to Mutombo. Basket counts.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
At the line, 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. You know, Brent, some players tend to start the season fast, and others start it slow. Which camp did you fall in?
Well, I appreciate the question, Kevin. I just personally wanted to come into the season ramped up and ready to go, in great shape, and just setting a tone for the year. That not only does it for me, but I think it does something for your teammates. But there's another side to this. The seasoning of a player is also important. A guy 10 years into the league, they're going to work themselves into a lather. And given the level of contribution that they make to the team, they'll be ready when the moments are biggest.
Now here is Hamilton. Still scoreless. Curry against West. English outside. Shot clock at 6. They need this. Here's Mourning. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Stojakovic to the paint. Here's Mutombo, and Mourning sends it back.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block.
Hamilton, the pass to English. Alone with it, guarded by Curry. For 3, West. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
3-point goal.
West has got it back down to single digits for the Bulls. New York's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Curry against West. And the Knicks miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Curry. Jerry West making his last shot. Curry passes to Stojakovic. Here's Wembanyama. Mutombo is screen on Malone to the middle. Mutombo inside. Morning's there. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now, here is Morning. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's the floater. The shot that time, not on target.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Wembanyama against Malone. Wembanyama sets a screen for Curry. The shot missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Stojakovic. Now Wembanyama. He's covered by Malone. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Inside. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Oh, the D is at fault there. You can't let Malone get that type of position inside.
Wembanyama outside. Got three off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Malone looking around. Back to West. Three-pointer. Knicks with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Wembanyama against Malone. Wembanyama outside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wembanyama's got 10.
And this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Here's Malone. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Van Arsdale. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And now an 8-point Knicks lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Collins checked in for the Knicks. Halliburton comes in for Stephen Curry. Some teams live and die by the three. Let's check out the best. The Bulls third.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
.103 left in the first quarter. Wembanyama passes to Halliburton. Wembanyama sets a screen for Halliburton. Buries the 20-footer. And the Knicks lead by 8.
With everything he does, Halliburton is a nightmare for opposing defenses.
Pass to Mashburn. Bridges outside. Now, here's Siakam. Covered by Mutombo. Siakam, that's good.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
With the floater. Wembanyama against English. Wembanyama, right side. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
English inside.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
The free throw drops for English. All free throws good from English.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the New York Knicks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here's McCollum. He has yet to score. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got C.J. McCollum. Mutombo is out there with Yao. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 3 spot.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. Yao's got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Hamilton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
That's good from Hamilton.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screens.
Hamilton hits both of them. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hamilton against Halliburton. Kick by Yao. Three-pointer. English pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Yao Ming. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
He's off on the first.
Pascal Siakam has really worked on his game over the years. Barely scored as a rookie and worked himself into an all-NBA selection.
Jackson, he's checked in for Yao. And Chicago also making a switch. Goodrich, he's checked in for Bridges. That's off as well, so he misses both. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Halliburton against Goodrich. Halliburton looking around. Outside for Jackson. And stolen by Siakam. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And the jam by English.
Good defense by Siakam, just forcing the turnover and then getting them out to run.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took it out.
The Knicks have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
And the second free throw, good. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. And it's Goodrich missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to McCollum. Jackson dishes to McCollum. Chicago grabs the miss. This their first look at this year's New York squad. Here's Mashburn. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you have to be cognizant of Mashburn's long-range shooting ability. This guy is really accurate from out there.
McCollum outside. Pass to Jackson. Here's Van Arsdale. There's 6 on the shot clock. A floater. Outside for Halliburton. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Tenacious play by Halliburton, crashing into a foul and still sinking that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And New York making a change. Stojakovic is checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Malone's checked in.
And Halliburton, the guy you just continue to see grow game by game, an exceptional talent and a great mind.
Down low, it's stolen by Mutombo. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Stojakovic. No good on that one. English with some nice defense. Siakam kicks to Goodrich. Pass to Malone. to Goodrich. Screen by Malone. On the top of the key. Goodrich, that's good. Goodrich has got his third basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Now that we have the moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Number 1, the Knicks.
And anybody who's a fan of defense has got to love this team. I mean, no one loves to see their name on top of that leaderboard as much as this coaching staff.
Stojakovic, the pass to Halliburton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
13 foul. Tyrese Halliburton at the line. 1 shot.
What's up?
That's good from Halliburton.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Hamilton. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Outside Jackson. Back to Halliburton. Lets a floater go. Malone with the block. It's Rip Hamilton on the wing. It's rebounded by New York. Mutombo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Van Arsdale, covered by Hamilton. Pass to Mutombo. English brings the double team. Clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
English, a screen. Hamilton can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Van Arsdale, the pass to Stojakovic. Mutombo sets a screen. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Malone, a screen on Halliburton to the paint, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Curry's checked in for Halliburton. West is checked in for the Bulls. From the inbound, Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Stojakovic kicks to Curry. Pass to Jackson. Jackson with the screen. Stojakovic with the 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep. Bulls trail by 14. Rest outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the jam by English.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Jackson against Siakam. Curry dishes to Stojakovic. New York moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Curry. misses the three.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Goodrich passes to English. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Knicks leading by 10. Outside Jackson. English against Stojakovic. Inside, Malone with the steal. Here's English. And English with the stop.
He is just tearing them to shreds here tonight. And the thing about English, even when he's having a game like this, he's never going to get on that emotional roller coaster. He doesn't get in your face. It's just another night at the office.
English against Stojakovic. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 8. And English kicks to Goodrich. West outside. Malone sets the pick for West. Shoots over Curry. And it's good off the back rim and in. West has got 13 points.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in. And I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
Up top, Curry, defended by West. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total in a hurry.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Knicks. Morning's checked in for the Bulls. And both free throws good for Curry.
And more artwork from the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Curry making it look easy.
Pass to Morning. Now here's West. Malone, a screen on Curry. Here's West. The Knicks pull it in. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Stojakovic kicks to Curry. Three-pointer, Stojakovic. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Goodrich. Malone against Jackson. Morning, a screen on Jackson. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Malone.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Stojakovic with the 3. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Malone against Jackson. Malone outside. English outside. Shoots. It's rebounded by New York. Stojakovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Jackson. Here's Van Arsdale. Looks for Mourning. Gets it to him. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Malone. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Van Arsdale. He's covered by Goodrich. Van Arsdale, the pass to Jackson. And here's Stojakovic. New York, no good that time either. Pass for the wide open look. And he's good on the 3 ball. West has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Van Arsdale. Curry looking it over. There's Van Arsdale. He's covered by Goodrich. Van Arsdale, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got his 4th rebound in this one. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Knicks. They lead by 6. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a big round of applause for the participants.
Greetings, everyone. Let's first take a look at the players of the week in both conferences. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's set, and it's really, that wax he put on his head, oh, my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra, biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine.
All right, getting back to this game now, and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
And what he did to those defenders, you know they're in the locker room right now discussing ways to keep the ball out of his hands.
That may be the only way to stop him, because even against doubles, he's been accurate. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jerry West really has his fingerprints all over this one.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
New York leading by 6. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Malone. West is out there with Goodrich. Then there's English. And it's Mourning in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shoots from 8. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Curry's got the first points of the second half up on the board for New York. Best passes to Mourning. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with his power and size, Mourning can be a headache to defend. Point proven there with him drawing the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
First free throw is good.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Curry. Outside Jackson. Three-pointers to Jakovic. Malone with the rebound. Malone's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. English dishes to West. Shoots over Curry. West can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Outside Curry. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Mourning kicks to Malone. Now here's Goodrich. 7 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Malone, the pass to English. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 8. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for English. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Wembanyama high post. Mourning's there. Here's Curry. And it's Chicago with the rebound. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. To the inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And stolen by Goodrich. Back to West. Pass to Malone. Over to Jakovic. And the rejection by Jackson.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Bulls trail by 8. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number 1, the Knicks.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast breaking style, and they are all in.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. West against Curry. Goodrich. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. Goodrich has got 10 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Wembanyama, a screen on West. Down low. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Mourning. Now here's West. And yes, it's good. 18 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Goodrich with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. They get it back. English finds West. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the jam by English.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. To the middle. Here's Stojakovic. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Mourning's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Goodrich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what's interesting about Goodrich, he doesn't have great size or an explosive vertical, but he's just tricky enough to draw fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Goodrich. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. West against Curry. Over West. New York, no good that time either. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. A 2-point game. Pass to Malone. Driving in. It counts. And the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
The bruising power forward, Malone, a dominant offensive player between his nifty post moves and that soft mid-range.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Wembanyama against Mourning. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Van Arsdale. Just 5 on the clock. Over Goodrich. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the rejection by Jackson. Looking to get back on track here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
You know, and the length of Stojakovic causes problems for the defense. He's excellent at forcing the issue and getting you to foul it.
The Knicks have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Stojakovic. He's off on the second.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Pass to Mourning. And here is West. Defended by Stojakovic. Down low. And Mourning sends it back. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And the Knicks making a change here. Mutombo's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Hamilton's checked in for Goodrich. On defense, Chicago. Here's Stojakovic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on English. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good from Stojakovic. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Malone outside. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
The Bulls have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Free throw drops from Malone. For New York, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. English against Stojakovic. And Wembanyama, that's for 2. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. West against Curry. Mourning with the screen to the inside. It's stolen by Mutombo. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
English outside. Malone against Wembanyama. Outside, Malone. Pass to Mourning. Back to Malone. It's stolen by Mutombo. And now the Knicks on the break. Shots good by Stojakovic. And it's a 5-point New York lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside, blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Curry. He's putting up 33 points a night, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. On defense, the Bulls, it's a 5-point game. Mourning against Mutombo. Outside Curry. West with the steal. Pass to Malone. West misses. The Knicks leading by 5. On its way from Curry for 2. New York, no good that time either. Hamilton outside. Here's Mourning. English looking around. Mourning a screen on Stojakovic. Back to Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Mutombo is screen on English. Stojakovic with the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Stojakovic has got 8 here in the quarter.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And it's sent back by Mutombo. Pass to Curry. English with the steal. Curry with the steal. Stojakovic against English. And the basket by Mutombo. And it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bulls have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Outside, Malone. Mourning a screen on Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Nice shot by Hamilton.
Look at Mourning making the unselfish play, giving it away rather than forcing the shot.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Wembanyama against Malone. Wembanyama, right side. Back to Curry. Over West. The shot by Curry, no good. Bulls trail by 5. English passes to Mourning, and Mourning throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Mutombo is screen on English. Inside. And the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo's got 10.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. A different look for New York. Yao, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And Halliburton subbed in for Curry. Siakam outside. It's Rip Hamilton on the way. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's English. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Friday, they continue the road trip heading out to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Houston Rockets.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
That free throw missing. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Yao. And Chicago also making a switch. Goodrich is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Goodrich against Halliburton. And he makes good on the layup. Halliburton's got 10 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Siakam. Over Mutombo. Rebounded by Jackson.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Here's Van Arsdale. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good win.
Goodrich. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Knicks lead by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to permit that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Mutombo. Stojakovic is out there with Jackson. Then there's McCollum. And it's Halliburton into the point guard position. New York leading by 8. Stojakovic kicks to Mutombo. McCollum against Hamilton. Halliburton outside. Pass to Mutombo. Some nice passing by New York here. 3-pointer. Stojakovic buries the long-range jumper. And the Knicks lead by 11.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
To the paint. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Mutombo passes to Halliburton. The 3. No good there. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Goodrich. Takes the 3. They get it back. Here's Mashburn. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And whether it's from deep, inside, mid-range, Jamal Mashburn is at home as a scorer.
Mutombo is screen on Goodrich. Down low. And the basket by Mutombo.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Malone outside. And it's sent back by Mutombo. McCollum up top, covered by Hamilton. McCollum kicks to Halliburton. Mutombo passes to Halliburton. 5 on the clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. Unloads. And there's Jackson on the assist by Halliburton. And it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
And always keeping an eye on that shot clock. Jackson Jr. with a nice conversion.
Goodrich passes to Siakam. To the inside. And Malone with the stuff.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Mutombo up top. Halliburton against Goodrich. To the middle. Here's Jackson over Siakam. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
Malone is screen on Jackson. Siakam against Jackson. Malone outside. Hit the teardrop, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Bulls making a switch here. Morning's checked in.
Alonzo Mourning.
Bulls trail by 11. Malone outside. Back to Goodrich. Launches a three. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
A natural score. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
It's Rip Hamilton on the wing. Puts it up. Cans the shot from the wing.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. For three. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Mourning's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Goodrich against Halliburton. It'll go, and the New York Blues get down to 9 in the bucket from Gail Goodrich. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Halliburton against Goodrich. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 6. Mutombo inside. He's guarded by Mourning. They grab their own miss. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Malone outside. Hamilton with a screen on Jackson. Pass to Mourning. Goodrich with it. He's covered by Halliburton. Over Goodrich. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Bulls trail by 12. West kicks to Mourning. Hamilton outside. English outside. Wembanyama against Siakam. Here's West. Kicks it out to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got his 7th assist in the game. New York leading by 9. Curry passes to Yao. And here's Halliburton. Some nice passing by New York here. New York needs to get off a shot. Yao. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Part of what makes Yao so dangerous, he doesn't have to be right inside to score.
West passes to Hamilton to the left side wing. Siakam kicks to Hamilton. Here's West. And he drops in the way up off the glass. West has got 20 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Halliburton against Hamilton. Wembanyama, a screen on Hamilton. Pass to Yao. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, tough shot.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Outside, English. Curry against West. For 3, Siakam. Here's Mourning, and Mourning throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Inside, here's English. Knicks with the rebound. Van Arsdale's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wembanyama down low. Siakam's there. Wembanyama passes to Van Arsdale. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. West kicks to Mourning. English left side. The 11-footer, it'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Mourning.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
So for the Knicks, Jackson comes in for Yao. And it's Peja Stojakovic in for Halliburton. The Bulls also changing it up. Malone comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Goodrich in for Richard Hamilton. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Curry kicks to Stojakovic. Shoots over English. New York, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 9. West outside. Pass to Malone. Over Jackson. Malone misses. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. He's led by as many as 14 points.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Now Malone, guarded by Jackson. It's rebounded by New York. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the basket by Curry.
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
Pass to Malone. 1:35 left in the 4th quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow,
he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Alonzo Mourning at the line. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Van Arsdale. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
1:21 left in the game. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 12. And here is West. Malone, the pass to Goodrich. Offline with his 3.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Stojakovic. And the rejection by English.
Bulls ball. Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hamilton against Halliburton. Fades. Siakam's shot is off. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Pass to Mutombo. And here's Halliburton. Looks for Yao. Gets it to him. Kicks it out to McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But as we go, let's